What's up, y'all? It's Stokers Rebel 01 back again today. Video number 2 of 2. Um, I said I was going to do 2 videos today, and this one I'm not real thrilled about. Before I finish turning the label off, let me show y'all what we're dipping. Let me line it up, because I hate when they ain't lined up. There we go. We're going to be dipping on some Copenhagen SNUFF. And I love how easily the warning label or the labels themselves come off on these fiberboard cans. I like it. Now the way Copenhagen SNUFF is, metal lid, fiberboard can. Instead of metal lid, plastic can. These are better. In my opinion, these are better. You can throw these in the freezer, and like the problem you have with throwing, say, a can of Copenhagen wintergreen in the freezer is the plastic around the can, or the can itself, shrinks, so the lid gets looser. With this, you ain't gonna worry about that. You can just throw this in the freezer, fridge, whatever. But here we go. You can already tell it's been packed. Look, maybe a little too hard due to that sound. Now let's see if I can pinch this stuff out and it not go everywhere, shall we? I've taken one dip out of this. There's actually a little bit of wax in my dip, so yeah, I've probably packed it too hard once or twice. You can see it. It's the white stuff on my finger. I've taken one dip out of this today, and now it's it's probably a quarter of a can. So here we go. I'm dreading this, y'all, because I don't do snuff. I mean, I do snuff. I just don't do fine cut. And Copenhagen SNUFF is the fine cuttest of the fine. Is the finest cut of them all. I'm gonna need more than that. Let me just pinch a little bit off the top there. At least it's moist. I guess. I mean, I really don't know how to deal with this. But I look at it like this. Why or beggars can't be choosers. And as many of y'all know, I'm not old enough to buy it myself yet, even though I look it, but I'm not. Mm-hmm. Please pardon the stringy spit. I just got done eating dinner. And for anybody that cares what I had to eat, I had spaghetti. Just a couple of real quick shout outs. First off, I've mentioned this guy before quite a bit. On YouTube, he goes by Mr. Mayhem Fool. But his real name's Reno. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to Brandon Russellberg, he's a good friend of mine. As a matter of fact, he sold me the mud jug, or this particular, well, no, take it back. He sold me both mud jugs. Woohoo! $20, $10. $20, $10. Shout out to Less Than 37. She knows who she is. She's a long time viewer. Matter of fact, the whole time I've been doing this, she's watched every video in its entirety. Yeah, I'd say after these 2 cans of Copenhagen SNUFF, I'm done with the snuff. I'll just stick to Copenhagen long cut or wintergreen or whatever. Mint, once it gets here, there will be a review on it. And if I ever get a hold of Stoker's mint, I'll do a review on that too. Shout out to, hang on y'all, I'm trying to find her name because I got all my notes in my phone. I'm trying to find her YouTube name rather. I know her name, I just don't remember her YouTube name exactly. How it is. There it is. Shout out to Ashley Wells 11. It's a good friend of mine. She just does random videos, you know. She has no set theme to her channel. Like this is a dipping channel. Well, really and truly, it's a smokeless tobacco channel. Because I've dipped on here, I've chewed, I've snoozed. Snuff. One thing I have failed to do on this channel is get to the point where y'all see how black that was? That's how black you spit with both of these. Matter of fact, I'm going to take the label off of this and too. Just going to feel like doing it. Now let's just hope I don't get these two mixed up. There we go. Let me, yeah, there, not, yeah, right there, yeah. Anyway, there's a dip out there. It's not really a dip, it's a dry snuff. Well, I guess it would be technically dip because it is snuff. Called Bruton Scotch Snuff. And if I never get a hold of it, I'll do a review on it. And I can already tell you what it is pretty much. If you've never seen it or never heard of it, Google the image of the can. The can itself is about that tall. Maybe a little taller. And it's about that consistency, and that is the Copenhagen SNUFF. Just basically take Copenhagen SNUFF and dry it out, and you get Bruton Snuff. Actually, no. It's not even that fine. It's finer than Copenhagen SNUFF. It is almost a powder, really. And I've seen people put it in multiple ways. I've seen them use a spoon. I've seen them use the lid to the can. And I've even seen people snort it. Which I won't be doing, by the way. I will never do any kind of nasal snuff. I'll go ahead and say that right now. And, sorry, y'all. I keep looking at my phone. I keep looking at my notes, by the way. Or that's what I'm doing. And, you know, I was trying to keep myself on track here. And on the Bruton Snuff, it's a powder, I promise you. It's like if you took Copenhagen Snuff, put it through the grinder again, and again, and again, and again, till you get a powder, and then dry it out, and throw it in a can. And then sell it for like, I don't know, $2 a can. Yeah, in my neck of the woods, we pay almost, I'd say we pay about $3.50 for a can of Copenhagen, if not more, depending on what it is. Now, I do have 2 mud jugs. One reason is I want to start a collection of mud jugs, being I have the collection of dip cans. This one I will use during wintergreen videos. Sorry, I got tobacco bits up my nose from when I was putting that snuff in. It was on the top of my finger and it kind of brushed up. And this one will be used for like Copenhagen Long Cut Original. Basically, the non-wintergreen dips will be spit in this. Which really makes no sense because wintergreen's green and that's green, so I should be spitting the non-wintergreens in this one because it has no green on it whatsoever. It's red, white, and blue. And black. But that's green and black. Copenhagen Snuff is pretty much Copenhagen Long Cut Original, just finer cut. So, you know, they basically made it, or Copenhagen basically made the Long Cut Original for people who can't pinch the long or the fine cut snuff like me. It's still fine cut, or it's still pretty much fine cut because it's Copenhagen. And so you know you can get Copenhagen long cut, and you're pretty much dipping any other fine cut, and you get snuff, and you're pretty much dipping powder. That's the only thing I don't like about Copenhagen. Their long cut is fine cut. And I can prove that. And just scroll through my notes because I'm trying to figure out. Okay, here I am. See, I thought this can was empty because I just threw it up in the tower, but it's not. It's actually got a pretty fair amount of dip. I just kind of threw it in the empty can collection. It's got that much dip left in it. And, see, it looks like fine cut. Now, the thing with, I know I'm getting off the topic of Copenhagen here, but Stoker's is one of the longest cuts I've ever had. Not even Copenhagen extra long cut is that long. I don't really think anything else on the market is. It's almost like, I'm trying to figure out how to describe it here. Okay, you know what? Screw that. I'll describe the Stoker's in a different video. The Copenhagen Snuff tastes like pure tobacco. Like, it doesn't even have a natural flavor. You know, natural is kind of sweet. Some of it is. And I'm not getting any sweetness out of this. I'm getting just pure, out of the ground tobacco. I mean, literally, like, this is pure tobacco, pretty much. But other than that, it really has no flavor. So if you really like just a straight up tobacco flavored dip, and you can't pinch out fine cut, get you some original long cut. And if you like fine cut, get you some snuff. Stoker's Rubber Low one out. Keep can cracked, keep the lip packed. Always keep it frickin' hillbilly. Keep America American. And please donate to what is it? Yeah, the Susan G. Komen Foundation for Research of Breast Cancer. If you can, I understand if you can't. You know, economy's kind of bad right now. That's a completely different video. But that's all I got for right now. I'll holler at y'all later.